were funny if the husband and wife died in the car crash,
Yes.
died at the same time.
Yes.
They
Like,
would assume the husband died first.
mhm.
And so the property would devolve to the wife, who also now is dead,
Yes.
and therefore it will go to her estate.
Wow. No, guys, I think you're getting it clear. And I think
Oh
let's
God,
listen in
that is
probably.
has always been
And
very
yeah.
funny.
So, like this couple, for example, that was murdered, okay? Like this couple that was murdered in Entebbe, maybe.
Mm.
I'm not trying to assume, I'm assuming. Let's say the properties were in the same names, together. In this scenario, this couple is killed at the same time or died in a crash, but this couple, let's use them. So you mean in this case they know it's the man automatically who died first? So immediately, what changes the property now into the estate of the woman?
I know as a I know I try to be very careful on the things I comment on.
Yes.
I'm not going to comment on the couple.
No, I'm just saying
Rest,
in
God
just in
rest their
yeah,
souls.
in just scenario, in such a
But
scenario.
the scenario I gave you, let's assume they were not murdered. Let's assume there is another couple A and B.
Yes.
When they are driving to God knows where, they crash in the car
Yes.
and they die.
Yes.
There is nobody to say that the man died first or the woman died
Yes.
second.
They're all dead.
Under the common law
Yes.
doctrine,
Yes.
they would assume the man died first.
Okay.
And therefore, since there is a survivor's right,
Yes.
the
Woman.
property, which is a joint property, went to the woman's estate who also died, and therefore
It
goes in her line.
goes in her line.
Yes.
So you mean the family of this man
Yes.
cannot come and claim this joint property. It's
Where
only,
both died at the same time. No,
yes,
they
it's
cannot.
only the family of the woman
Yes.
who claims rights on this property. I don't know who made these laws.
I don't know.
Sometimes the law is unfair. But, as
those
you know,
are
guys,
those are
the
common
law,
law. Those are
yes,
common law principles, and
yes,
we inherited the common law. So
yes,
here they may not have applied so much, but if you find a sharp lawyer,
yes,
they will go to court and they will cite the law as it is.
as it
And
is.
as a judge, you know that that is the truth.
So,
Because I have had a discussion with the Registrar of Titles,
mhm,
and he said, "Do you know people don't know what joint tenancy means?"
yes,
And you see somebody coming and say, "My friend died and we were joint tenants," and you're like, "Have you contacted his family?" And he tells you, "My lawyer told me that I am entitled to this property."
yeah,
Because, and that's where sometimes you need a lawyer in your life.
yes, of course, at the end of the day.
You do need a lawyer in your life, because ignorance of the law will
It's
not
not
defend
defense.
you, will not defend you. So you will find yourself in a
Yeah,
situation where your family is going to lose out on property because, for example, let's assume after this podcast, you go back and you look at the property you bought with your sister or your friend, and you find that you're joint tenants.
yes,
You can formally apply to the Registrar of Lands.
yes,
You point out that you're joint tenants and that was never your intention, and therefore you want to be registered as tenants in common,
yes,
and that correction will be made,
yeah.
such that whatever happens to you, your estate will not lose out on that share in that property. Yes.
So at what point do we claim a share? At what point do we claim a share
Mm.
of a joint tenancy or a joint partnership or something like that? At what point do we come to say, because we've seen this, you're like, no, our, his girlfriend owned this property, but he was my brother, which means it was a 50-50 property. She gives us the 50% of our brother. Or let's say 50%, this woman gives us the 50% of our father
Okay.
as children, much as the title was with her and us. Because many people will come forward and say, but she was not married to our father. So she was not married to our father, much as they were owning this property together. So we need a 50% share
Yes.
over the other side. How do you resolve that matter? Because so many people have come up to claim this share.
Okay. Usually, that kind of situation sometimes will end up in court.
Yes.
So, and I'm not, throwing shade on lawyers. Lawyers, we are paid to do our job.
Yes.
Sometimes a client will come and you will explain to them that, this is what is most
Unclaimable.
likely. No, this is most likely what is going to happen.
Yes.
They will go to that